What did he say his name was?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class, Cliffjumper. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have the GIF bumper himself. His name is Cliffjumper, Gamer Edition Studio Series Transformers. On this side of the box, we have Cliffjumper. On this side of the box, we have Cliffjumper. He is a deluxe class, low class A class, and then up top, Transformers, War for Cybertron on the bottom, words, things, stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and you have your one-sentence bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages! And that's basically it for the packaging. Then, moving right along, here we have a Gamer Edition Cliffjumper from War for Cybertron, and here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode, but let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that big old belly, but at that noggin. There's the noggin. You can see it's a nice Cliffjumpery head sculpt going on there. Nice silver on the face, blue for the eyes. Looks quite good. Nice paint there on the horns as well. And the rest of the figure is just the Gamer Edition Bumblebee, just done in red. But hey, it's the way it is. And you can see Autobot symbol right there on his big old belly. And of course, my main critique about this figure is just that there's no like discernible waist there. It's just like chest, crotch. It's just like he needs some more body. He's got hiding up under here. We should extend it down or something a little bit just to give him more of like a actual, proper body, but it is what it is. There's little toesies. Moving at the back, you got the hollow Bumble Booty. Big old backpack panel going on there. Again, just like Bumblebee, the only difference is just a new head. Now, articulation wise, what have we got? Well, I'm going to tell you. We do have rotation. Head can rotate about that far before stuff back there gets in the way. You don't get any real wiggly waggly. Can move up and down ever so slightly. Arms can do a full 360. Can move in and out. You can also move those shoulder pads up if you need to. You got bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. You do have waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, outward about that far. You got thigh rotation. You have over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. If you kind of unclip things, you can get a full knee bend going on there. As far as the feet go, the toes cannot, well, they can move up, but you have to kind of move this out of the way to get the toes to move up. They can move down, and you have a bit of ankle tiltage inward. A lot of outward, but that's for transformation. But you get a little bit of inward ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, it's the same accessories you get with the Gamer Edition Bumblebee. We get the jumper sword, I'll call it that this time around. And again, just done in that dark gray plastic, some nice detail. It would have been nice if it had some paint, but it is what it is. We got the big old arm cannon here. Now, for the record, I don't know what the names of the guns are. I don't think I knew what the names of the guns were when I was actually playing the game. We also get this blaster as well. Here's how I played the game. Basically, whatever gun did the most damage, that's the gun I used. I didn't care what it was called. I was just like, that one has the highest stats. Click, I use that one. That's the way I played the game. But anyway, here we have this blaster as well. Again, some nice detail. And there you have that. Now, as far as storage goes, we can store the weapons. Of course, we can have him holding his jumper sword in his hand, like so. Oops. In theory, anyway. Hold it! There we go. But of course, we can store these on his back. There are tabs and slots right back here, so you can plug one blaster in here. We can plug one blaster right there, and have that stored on his back. Thusly, or if you want, you can have him wielding his weapons, and to do so, we actually have to rip off his arm. So rip off the forearm, and we can plug this big old blaster in, like so, for pew-pewing, bang-banging, or we can plug in this one for more, pew-pewing, bang-banging, and all of that good stuff. Meanwhile, you can do some, hacking, and poking, all that. I personally don't like this gun. Kind of thin. Looks kind of dinky. Don't care about it. I like this one. This one looks like it can actually do some damage. There you go. Do you hear my bang? Poke, 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 bang, bang, poke, poke, and all of that good stuff. And yes, the gun is bluish compatible. Yes, it is bluish compatible. Oh, yes. You can plug that onto the post and do a big old GIF bumper. Bluish. Is that GIF bumper bluish? Oh, yeah. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the original deluxe Cliffjumper, so you can see how that works out between the two GIF bumpers here. If you turn around here so you can see who's who, where's what, when's why, and why's how. You can see how it works with the original mold with Gamer Edition Prime, and with Gamer Edition Bumblebee. As you can see, I mean, it's the exact same figure. The only difference is just the coloration and the head sculpt. But other than that, same thing. Same big old belly. Same everything. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So transformation, as you can guess, is just like Bumblebee. So we're going to start off with taking the hands here and rotating them in. We're going to take this section and just rotate it down. It will thoop itself into place. Same thing on the other side. Just fold that hand in, rotate this down until you feel that thoop. Once it is thooped, you take this entire upper body assembly here and pull it up. Then you're going to take this panel and you're going to push it through. You want to angle it back and push it all the way through because you want it sitting over this gray hinge right here. Because if you don't do that, then it's not going to line up. Then you can straighten all that out. You can see how all that sits nice and flush. So once that is done, we want to take his shoulder pads and rotate them up. And then you want to take the arms and swing them in, and then you can take these fender sections and extend them out. Just swing them out like so. His head may get turned in the process. Just straighten that out. And you got all that looking like that. So you just rotate the arm in at the bicep and then just bring this section up. And it will all just sit all nice and flush right there. Second verse is like the first. Rotate the arm in at the bicep and bend the elbow. And bring that section up. And all that will sit nice and flush right there. And there you go. There you have the front half. So now for the back end, we're going to take the waist. Rotate it 180. You want to bring this whole waist assembly up, and there's this little tab that's going to go into this notch right up in here. So just bring this up. I want to pull this up as well, and just get all that sitting right in there, and that will end up looking like that. So once that's done, we can start working on the legs. So you want to bend the knees. You want to take the shin and just rotate around. Take the foot, bring it up and over, bring this little bit down, fold the toe in, and you got that all done. Second verse is, guess what? Just like the first. So rotate that shin around, bring the foot up and over, bring this bit down, fold the toe in, and now you're just going to bring these sections up. You have tab slot connections right here, tab slot connection right up in here. So just get everything all nice and lined up like. And tabbed in like on one side and then on the other side. Like so. Let's get it all nice and squozen. Squozen, I say. Squozen. There we go. This side wants to fight me. Don't fight me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Now you just want to take this back panel here, bring it down. You have tabs right here, slots on either end back here. Just drop it right down. And get them all nice and squozen. sure everything is sitting all nice and flush. And there you go. There you have a Cliffjumper in his alt mode. Get back here, dude. Get back here. But there he is in his alt mode, and he's a little red rolling potato of justice, and I love it. I love it. I do quite like the alt mode. But yeah, there he is. And it's nice. It's compact. I can work with it, but we'll get in close here so we can take a look at those details. You do have kind of the orange kind of highlights going on in here. It kind of gets, you know, kind of blends into the red, so it doesn't really pop as much as one would like. You can kind of see a little bit better here. Then you got the rims, the red rims. Yeah. Not a lot to talk about here. We have these little back tail lights, which, again, would have been nice if they had picked out in some paints. Yeah. I do quite like the alt mode. There's the top, there is the bottom. You do have variable. Yes, roll. My name is Cliffjumper. He does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray. Hooray for rolling. Then, for comparison, here he is with the original War for Cybertron Cliffjumper. So you can see how that works out. Give it a turn around there. You can see what's going on. So you have that. There he is with Gamer Edition Prime. And with the Gamer Edition Bumblebee. And again, the only difference is just in the coloration. And as far as the accessories, you can store them in the alt mode. We can take this blaster here. You're going to use this tab. There's a slot right there. You can just tab that right underneath. And I love that. We can take this big old blaster here, plug it into this slot up top, and we can take the sword, plug it in back here. If you want to tab both guns in back here, that's totally up to you. As always, things you can do if you want to do it. But officially, they want you to plug it in up there. But again, hey, storage, hooray for storage. And the last thing to talk about is the included base of displayage that resides within the box. Open up box, remove displayage, chuck box, open up displayage, and here we have our displayage, some nice Cybertron here that they will war for. Studio Series 05 Gamer Edition Transformers, War for Cybertron logo right there on the base. And of course, you can take your GIF bumper, plop him down, and again, displayage, hooray for displayage. So there you have Cliffjumper, and yeah, you know, I mean, this figure has the same pluses and minuses that Bumblebee had. So there's not really much new to say here. If you liked the Bumblebee mold, you'll like this. If you didn't like that mold, you probably won't like this, unless you either love or hate Cliffjumper specifically. You know, just depends on you. The alt mode looks great, but, you know, the robot mode, I have my qualms with the robot mode because, you know, he just, again, like I said earlier, it's just like chest and then crotch. There's just no discernible real waist going on there. It's kind of all hidden behind what looks like a gut. So, you know, that's my big qualm with the robot mode. And no, that is not game accurate. It looks way better in the game. So don't give me that. It looks better in the game. Not a bad figure per se, but there are definitely things about it that I would change. But there you go. And now if you would like this or any other Studio Series figures, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Studio Series playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class Cliffjumper. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Have you seen Cliffjumper around? My name is... No. You don't do that here, okay? You don't do that here. But my name is... No! You get out of here and you don't come back until you learn to not tell us what your name is. No! From now on, you have no name. Do I still have a name? If I can legally change it to Shut Up Bumblebee.